Hello, everybody, and welcome to Drunk Gamers. This is a video I'm making to kind of showcase one of the staples of Twisted, soon to be Carnage. We're doing a title change on this thing. Um, but as you can see, this is Bastardo's profile sheet with the special weapon illustrated right about here and the vehicle illustrated right there. Um, and then the character details are all right there. So this is Bastardo, um, and the gimmick of Twisted or Carnage um, is both arena construction and vehicle customization. And as you can see in the bottom of the card, there are three upgrade slots: primary, extra, and gadget. And the primary weapons are like basic weapons in the game that your vehicle is always equipped with. So they're the crappiest weapons, but you always have them. Um, extra is like armor upgrades, and there's other items that do different things, but primarily um, the distinguishing characteristic between extra and gadget is that extra focuses on armor and more like some offensive things, and gadget focuses on HP bonuses and some other things like that. And there are a couple offensive gadget cards also, but mostly I believe it it's like support cards and things like that. So if you're playing a multiplayer game, there are cards that will support your team. Now, I'm going to show you a standard Bastardo build where he has a light machine gun, a +1 accuracy gadget, and a primary weapon ignores armor extra card. Now, the cards are going to be designed so these fit more neatly into the different categories. So really the profile sheets are probably going to be bigger. I'm actually looking to resize them right now because these don't work quite as they should. Um, there's some overlap and stuff there. So the profile should at least be taller. I think in terms of width it's fine, but it's probably, I mean, this card, the machine gun's hanging off the edge, but that's more, it's angled right now. If it was standing straight like the other two, it'd be fine. But anyway, this would be considered an offensive build because he's got the heavy or the light, yeah, the heavy machine gun, armor piercing rounds, which that doesn't really affect his machine gun because that's already armor piercing, but it would affect his weapon upgrade or his weapon pickups. Excuse me. You move around the map and pick up items to use on each other, and so you'll be acquiring different weapon pickups throughout the game. The weapon accuracy would affect his weapon upgrade in addition to his pickups. So, and if his primary weapon didn't ignore armor such as this slag cannon, now his slag cannon would benefit from the armor piercing. Um, However, that might not be the best example because I'm pretty sure that causes fire damage, which fire damage ignores armor anyway. So even if the base damage didn't hurt, the fire would. Um, so sorry that the camera's kind of jostling around a bit. I'm holding it in my hand right now. Um, so that's how that works. I'll show you a more defensive character build. So you take away the two offensive cards, and really how this is going to work is you'll be granted a specific number of points to purchase upgrades with. And so, um, for example, if you wanted a more defensive build, you would spend more points in like either armor or HP upgrades. And really a defensive build can go either way, because there are cards that are already set for armor, and they could use more HP and so on. All the cards are balanced. But like I said, some armors are some cars are lacking in armor, other cars are lacking in HP, and some of them are set on both of those things but lack in movement. And so there are movement upgrade cards as well. You can spend points on extra movement and so on, at the expense of other things. Because if you buy upgrades you're foregoing the purchase of other upgrades. And so this would be more of a defensive build. I could even go so far as to skip over the flame retardant card, which that prevents has a chance of preventing fire damage. Um, and instead of using the flame retardant card, we could even go so far as to add uh, 20 hit points. And this would be exceeding the point limit because a standard point game would be 400, and I just spent 500 points to give you those two cards. Um, Another type of offensive build would be to have two weapons, and basically how you do that is you would take two primary weapons in lieu of taking an upgrade. So instead of taking one upgrade type, you would take a second primary weapon. And then at all times, you would basically have two weapons to work with, in addition to whatever pickups you have. Now, keep in mind, you're only allowed to fire like two weapons per turn, and so it'd be either the two upgrades or a combination of an upgrade and a pickup, or two pickups. Um, so those are the upgrades and how they work. When the profile is finalized, uh, made a little bit taller, these things will fit neatly in the different categories, and so it will look more like um, there will be extra illustrations down there, is my hope. And the other thing too is that we're going to get rid of these white borders because the white borders really stand out, and these cards, the armor cards, didn't really print off like they should have, and so those are going to be resized and reprinted as well. Before any demo copies or anything are made. Um, Anyways, thank you for watching, and I will be posting more videos describing the game mechanics and some of the reasons why we're doing like the title change and some other things. Thank you so much.